Families should expect that during the course of a 24-hour period, there will be multiple caregivers. So there will be a nurse during the day, there will be a nurse during the night, there will be doctors during the day and a different doctor at night. And often there's a rotation schedule. So teams of doctors taking care of your child may rotate daily or weekly or by the month. And this is part of how the hospital setting works. And it would be unrealistic to think that your doctor is going to be at the hospital 24 hours a day. What is realistic, that there will always be someone that can care for your child in a safe way. So,
And those transitions are hard too. Those transitions are hard because you may feel that something occurred during the day, your nurse was present, so your nurse understands and can help to communicate with the rest of the team. Your nurse has to leave at some point. The new nurse comes on now. There is sign out, so one can be confident about sign out, but a parent might feel, oh.
Can you talk about what sign out is?
Well, sign out is, as far as I understand sign out, is that when a professional, before a professional leaves the hospital at the end of a shift, that professional gives sign out to the provider's equivalent, meaning a nurse will give sign out to a nurse, the neurology fellow will give sign out to another neurologist. And the sign out is the child's medical status at the time and what happened during the shift, so that there is a seamless sort of communication.
I was thinking, if I were a family member in the hospital with my child, it might be helpful to ask the nurse, can you help me understand the flow of the day? Are there times that you won't be available? Because when I was thinking of sign out, I, as a hospital chaplain, I know that there are blocks of time during the day when the nurses are talking to each other, that the doctors are talking to each other. So if it's not an emergency crisis situation and it can wait, I am not going to interrupt the nurse. And I think it's a realistic expectation for families to know that there's going to be periods in the day at the start of a shift and the end of a shift where providers will need to communicate vital information to each other about each child. And if it's something that can wait, just wait. But it's also, it should be an expectation is if there's ever a crisis where a child is critically ill, 24 hours a day, someone will respond. And so it sometimes seems like a mystery to families. Why is the response time to my call slow or fast? Why did it take so long? It's realistic to know that your child's nurse also has other patients, that if there is a crisis, it will be responded to quickly. And then there will be times that you'll have to wait during sign out. And it's okay to push the call button again if you feel like, you know what, I didn't get a response in the time that I need.
Yeah.
And just to say, oh, my child is uncomfortable and is in pain and needs some medication, please send the nurse. And that might be different than, I don't know what the situation would be, but there will be differences in what you need, whether it's urgent or it can wait 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
I think to the extent that a parent can observe the rhythm of the day, then their experience will be easier. As you say, it may be that nurse arrives at 7, and there will always be nurse arriving at 7. Then you want to know when rounds are. Rounds, I think every hospital will be different, may take place between 9 and 11. Okay, so you know rounds happen then. And then maybe subspecialists come in the afternoons, and you can even say to a neurologist, you know, what time do you usually come in? Just so that you can expect what's going to happen next and know when you can go get a cup of coffee or when you can go get something to eat. Just helps.